Alright, the corn is getting to be a little taller. The wind blows it because it has no stability in these raised beds. I should have put something up. But the cows will get the corn stalks eventually if they don't do very well. I've put in my multiplying onions. You can see the carrots are doing really good. I put my zucchini or squash, I don't remember which one. And then I put some basil around the bases of them. Just broke some off and put in there. And this bed seems to be doing pretty amazing here. Now this one is showing out. This Vego bed is really showing out. The plants in it, I should say. The bed has nothing to do with it. I've got my multiplying onions. I've got my cucumber blooming. And I believe these are the National Pickling. That's the one I love to eat. I mean, I pickle them also, but I've got 2 of those, and they seem to be doing wonderful. I put some squash in there that's doing okay, but I just love having cucumbers to eat, and this will be my first time growing them in the fall, and I'm excited. So let's go to the greenhouse.
Well, good morning, everybody. Danny and Wanda back from Pecan Grove. We're out here in the high tunnel today. And just as I promised you guys, we're going to do some updates today on the air grafting that we done to see what's actually going on with the trees that we air grafted. How are they doing? You know, just give you guys a little bit of an update on it. And that's what we're going to do first. Over here in the corner of the high tunnel, we put these trees over here. The fig tree is definitely taking off. It is putting on some new fig leaves now, getting ready to go. The apple tree is starting to put on some new leaves here on the apple right there. And back in here, you can see it starting to put the new growth on the apple tree back there. This one here has new growth starting on the ends of the limb right here on the apple tree. So those are doing really good. This is our Miss Eleanor apple, we're calling it. And then, if I can get down here, we have another fig tree right here that is putting on, it has new fig leaves down here at the bottom. It actually has a little fig trying to come out right there at the end right there. But then we have the mulberries here. We have 2 of the mulberries. I want you to look at this.
Putting on mulberries.
It's putting on mulberries. And look at that.
That is so crazy.
Look over yonder at that one. That's the other
down
tree.
Here.
Look at this. The mulberry tree is...
I saw that a while ago, but I didn't realize what I was looking at.
Yeah, see them right here? Look at that. Look at those little new mulberries coming on.
So we've got to protect this if we want a mulberry in the wintertime.
Yeah, so, guys, the air grafting has been a success. I do encourage people to do that if you want to... first year fruit.
Well, actually, first...
Well, it ain't even been a year.
It's been, what, 2 months?
2 or 3 months, we already getting mulberries. I mean, what else can you ask for? You know,
it's perfect.
I mean, air grafting is perfect. Now the figs, 3 or 4 months, already got a baby fig coming out on it. So, hey, if we just get apples, I'd be really happy about that. You know, but yeah, I'm standing here behind the pepper trees.
Pepper trees.
Look at the pepper trees, man. Look at these things. We just quit trying to hold them up high. They got look. There's so many hundreds of peppers come off of these things that. We just let them go. We was trying to tie them up, stick them up, and all that. We finally put the Vego cage around it here, and to put the cover over it. And I was like, you know what? I'm just gonna leave the pepper plants in it. And they're still blooming. Peppers hanging in here everywhere. Look at these big old bell peppers coming back here. There's bell peppers in here everywhere. Look at this. We got nice big old bell peppers in there. Another one. Got something hiding up in the brush over here. Look at, ooh, that's gonna fall down. Look at that heavy limb. I'm gonna put that one back.
Yeah, that's why I have them pushed in there so they'll prop up on each other.
If they get to be too big, they'll fall and break.
Yeah.
But then there's piles of them on the other side over here. And look, I can reach 8 foot. And look at that. That thing's way above me.
And it's still blooming. There's blooms up there.
Still blooming and going. And here on the back side of it, I mean, there's banana peppers hanging back here. Look, all over in here.
And I picked these and sent Amy a bunch.
Oh, we have given them to people, man. We got a freezer full of them. This has been something else. Now,
it's great.
This is her little pepper, her mini pepper. Look at it. It finally decided it's time to grow. You know,
Well, the bugs eat it all back, and
Look
so
at
it
that.
had to grow out again, and now it's got little peppers and little blooms, and this is an orange,
That's an
bite
orange,
size.
little orange pepper. Does pretty good. But now, guys, we have a phenomenal thing happening with our peppers on the other side of the high tone. We're going to take you over and show you this really weird thing happening. Okay, we are over here at one of our other pepper plants back in the back corner of our high tone here. Now, I want y'all to look at this right here. You see this big old pretty pepper here?
Just as red as it can be.
Red as it can be now. But look, it's on the same limb. We bought purple peppers. But I want you to look at something. It's on the same limb as the purple peppers. Why do you get a red one and a purple one on the same limb? I don't understand that. We got to pick this one today. But look at these other purple peppers over here. And these things, you don't realize how big those things are. Look at that. Those things are beautiful. There's another one. But now we have another pepper plant here. This is a green pepper.
It's got some green ones on it right there.
It has a couple on this side up here. Some nice. This one needs to go today. Look at that.
Yeah.
Look how big that big old pepper is.
We love stuffed peppers.
Ooh, we like them, we like them, we like them. But that's one thing.
There's a little culprit right there.
Oh, we got a little mater worm here. Nope, this is
That's an inchworm type thing.
This is one of those cabbage worm, the little cabbage worm, cabbage lopers, I guess is what you call it.
We are trying to get these out of our...
We have been. We had to pull up all of our sweet potatoes because of these little worm culprits that we had. We could not. We tried spraying. We tried doing everything. Nothing was working organically. I told Wanda, I said, it ain't worth it. Snatch them out of here. So we took all the sweet potatoes out of the high tunnel here and took them up and fed them to the cows. Got rid of that problem.
And everything's starting to look better.
Everything is starting to really come back out and really look good. Getting rid of the worm problem. Every now and then like that, we'll find a little one left somewhere and we eradicate them as soon as we see them. We've tried all the sprays. None of that organic stuff worked. So we just...
They were too far gone.
They were just infested too bad.
Yeah. Because we have it open right now.
Yeah, we don't have the sides rolled down on it.
Because we've got the fans but no electricity. Right. So you can't shut it down and keep the airflow and keep the bugs out.
I haven't got to the point where we can turn the fan.
Now when it cools off enough, we can.
Yeah.
Because we don't need the airflow exactly in the wintertime. We just need to shut it down.
Yeah, as long as we can control the humidity, we're fine.
The two tomatoes.
And Miss Wanda bought, where are we at, over here? Miss Wanda bought her a couple of tomatoes. We was in town the other day and they done starting to get the plants in. She picked up, I think this was a big boy. Yeah, big boy right there. And a celebrity right here. Now, this one says that this one is a determinate. This one, I don't know if this one's a determinate. No, this one is an indeterminate. This one went and bought another indeterminate.
I didn't think about that.
Yeah.
But we wanted determinants.
Yeah.
And your grapevine is going...
My grapevine is going wacko here. I got to get up here and put the vines up in the top of it up there because I want it to run down through the top up here. I got to get to that done. I'm running everywhere, guys. I got too much going on, I reckon. All right. Y'all know I just put these beds in here. And when we was in town the other day, the truck had just delivered a few little old cabbage plants. And I decided I wanted some. And let me tell you something. I went and picked them up and brought them here. And I put the fresh dirt in this bed. And I'll be doggone if worms didn't come in here and eat the leaves off of some of my cabbages. I found some little old black worms in here. And I was just devastated. I was like, man, really? I said, I just put this stuff in here.
But it doesn't look like it got the center, so maybe this will come back out.
No, this one, they didn't get the center of this one either. They just got the outside edges of the leaves on it. And we found them in here the next day. We got some onions planted around the edges here, kind of hoping, that maybe we'd have some kind of deterrent. But it's still we still have plenty of time. We're not really worried about it. We just thought we'd try a few and see how it goes. Now, Ms. Wanda has done some planting, and we're going to look at what's happening with her planting. Okay, Miss Wanda went ahead, and because we're not growing anything up on trellises, I told her to use 2 of the beds to put some contender green beans in. We're going to try the contenders. They used to do really good for us, but then we got grazon issues over at Deepsouth, and we just quit because we couldn't make it happen.
We thought it was the beans,
we thought it was the beans, and we went to the Cherokee Yellow Wax beans, and which Cherokee Yellow Wax beans has done fine. I'm not ever complaining about that. That's one of my favorite beans for grilling. But we decided, Ms. Wanda came in here and put the contenders around here, and this has only been like what, maybe 3 days?
3 or 4.
3 or 4 days, yeah. And look at this, they're all coming up, all around the whole bed. I told her to pick 2 beds in here, so she picked this one, and right straight across from it, she chose the other one right here. And look at this, guys. All these beans are coming up. Now, was these Hoss Tool?
Yes.
Okay, these contenders came from Hoss Tool, and there's almost a perfect stand. So we do have a link below from Hoss Tool if you're interested in the Hoss Tool seeds. Then I can't complain about the germination rate right now.
Because this pack was probably 3 to 4 years old.
Yes.
I've had it for a while because we hadn't planted contenders. We just kept them stuck up.
We kept them stuck up. That's true. But they, even after 3 or 4 years, they still came right back up. You know, so don't let that fool you if you have older seeds like that. Now, Miss Wanda, what we done was over at Deepsouth, we're having to clean out a lot of the raised beds that we had over there with our multiplying onions and stuff like that. So, kind of a funny story. Miss Wanda, I told her, I says, go take all the multiplying onions and put them in the beds out there in the high tunnel. Well, she come out here, she had them stuck all around the green beans.
Both sides.
Both sides. Both that side over there and this one here. And she came in and she goes, I got the onions, I got them all around the tubs. And we was talking, I said, well, you didn't put them around the green beans, huh? And she says, well, I don't know, let me look at the book. And she looked in the book. Onions and green beans do not go together. They're opposites of one another.
Onions inhibit the growth and production of green beans,
Yes.
and I did not know that.
So she came back out here and jerked them all up out of the ground and moved them over and put them in other other high raised beds and stuff like that.
And the worms has eat several.
And well, the worms eat a lot of them. Yeah.
But I'm hoping they'll come up.
The bulbs they'll come back from the bulb.
Yeah.
Yeah. But that's But anyway, that's a quick little update on where we're at, what we got going on. You know, my banana trees here are still kicking it, still doing pretty good.
The okra.
The okra is, well, it's become a tree now. You know,
Both sides.
It's done branched out. And,
the Malabar, the bugs are starting to hit it.
yeah, we have to kind of like watch the Malabar.
You don't find anything on them, so I don't know if it's
Now,
worms or if it's grasshoppers. You got
I
huge
did catch
grasshopper.
a huge grasshopper in here the other day.
Now this one right here looks like it's got a worm on the top.
No, that's where something used the bathroom on.
Okay, so it could be the grasshopper.
It could be. You know.
But the chickens, now, they love this. They're starting to bloom out and put on seed, and I don't need them to seed, so I've been taking these off and feeding them to the chickens, and they love the seeds.
Yeah, so.
And I know somebody would say, I want Malabar seeds, but if I ever get them started in here, we'll never get them.
We'll never get them stopped. And we also, the basil, we talk about how bad the worms were. They're actually, you know, talking about putting some plants in like basils as deterrents.
Look at the hole above it. Look.
I don't know what that is.
See? That's bugs. That's
something sticking up in the air. It's too bright.
There. Whoa. It's little bitty.
It's little,
back.
Little fibers or something sticking up on it. I'm trying to get it.
It's like bug eggs, I think.
But they're sticking up in the air on little things like.
That is weird. I've never
seen nothing like that. Look at that.
But it needs to come out and be killed because I'm pretty sure it's bugs.
It don't belong anyway.
No. And you would think something wouldn't like basil, but obviously it does.
It's eating the basil, so
yeah.
Can't. Oh, I've never seen anything like that. Wow. All right, guys, I gotta get busy. We got a cool morning in the 60s. Wind's blowing. I love it. I got a lot of things I need to get done today while it's cool. So what we're gonna do is we do have to some little seeds we want to get started, but that'll be another video. We'll show you all that later. And we got some peppers we got to harvest. Y'all don't need to see me pulling peppers, but you've seen the peppers. I showed them to you. They do exist. And we have a lot of other things going on. So we're going to try to get as many videos shot as we can. Now, I want to tell you something. We got some secrets over on Patreon. If you want to go see some secret things that we're doing, it'll be a while before they come over to Pecan Grove. But the patrons are already getting a glimpse of what we're going on with our next projects. Thank you guys from Pecan Grove.